Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Clarity Tarot. Thank you so much for being here and happy holidays. So, today I'm going to be doing your holiday season 2020 love reading. So, before we dive into this reading, which I'm so excited about, I do have a couple of announcements and life updates. So, if you're not interested in hearing this, feel free to jump ahead to the reading. But for those of you who are my regular subscribers, those of you who keep up and follow with me, I did just want to make a couple of quick announcements and life updates so you guys know what's been going on with me. So, first things first, I know that I set out to make a new video every single day until Christmas. That did not happen this year. But you know what, you guys? Honestly, those of you who have been with me know that I really put a lot of my heart, soul, and passion into my readings, and I only put readings out there that I really can stand behind and that I know are really going to help you. So I really do value quality over quantity when it comes to my readings. And so, there were just various days that I really just could not get myself together to put a reading out there. I definitely am a very feminine energy, and I have to honor and respect my feelings and my boundaries and what my intuition is telling me. And when my intuition is telling me to take a break, I take a break. So it just did not work out this year, but maybe next year I will, pre-plan those videos and pre-record them, or maybe just do less videos. But anyhow, I just wanted to let you guys know if you were following along on that series and were looking forward to those readings, that's what happened. I got a really, really sweet comment from one of my viewers saying that they were so shocked that I didn't have more views on my channel or more subscribers on my channel. And honestly, I'm not surprised about that. And that's definitely not my goal with these videos. I'm not trying to blow up and be a big sensation. My goal is really just to share my passion for love and relationships and tarot with those of you who resonate with it. And I don't expect everyone to resonate with it. And quite honestly, not everyone's going to resonate with my content because I am very real and I am very direct, and I like to get to the core root of things. And I don't just say nice things just to get people to like and subscribe to my channel. I really do, always want to put the truth out there because the truth is really what helps people. And those of you who have gotten readings with me and those of you who have been following me for a long time or been through my coaching programs know that is true. I'm not afraid to say what needs to be said. And so not everyone's going to want to hear that. Some people just want to hear rainbows and butterflies and sunshine, and that's just not the type of reader that I am. So it was a beautiful comment, and I am really honored that the person left that. And I know a lot of people maybe think that as well, but I'm really happy to have a small subscriber base because I really like connecting with you guys one-on-one. That's my main thing, which, by the way, if you have not heard yet, I am offering one-on-one coaching for the winter season. And my focus this winter is going to be on clearing love blocks. So for those of you who tend to attract partners who are emotionally unavailable or who are not ready for commitment, that just means that there is something within yourself that you need to look at and change, or there are boundaries that need to be built or standards that need to be set. And that is what my coaching program this winter is all about. So if you're interested in that, I am going to be offering today only, Christmas Day only, I am going to be offering 25% off of that coaching program. Additionally, I am going to be launching my 2021 accountability program as well. So for those of you who have a clear-cut goal that you're working on this year, something that you've promised yourself you're going to manifest this year, but you just need someone in your corner pushing you along, supporting you, and keeping you accountable to the promises that you set for yourself, I am doing accountability coaching all throughout 2021. It is a 12-month commitment, and there will be info for that below as well. And that also is going to be 25% off today only. And finally, all of my readings and offerings are going to be $25 off today only, Christmas Day only. So if you're watching this on Christmas Day, make sure you go and check out those sales. If you're not watching this on Christmas Day and you're interested in getting a reading from me or having accountability or love coaching from me, just check out my website, www.claritytarotreadings.com. All right, guys. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. We do have a new addition to my family. So we do have a new baby in the family that was just born a week ago. So that's been very exciting and just such a great Christmas gift for the holiday. So I'm so excited to see him today. But yes, that is what's been going on with me, you guys. I've just been super busy, a lot going on in all areas of my life, work, business, love, relationships, everything. So, yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump in to the reading. And if anyone would like to timestamp below that the reading starts at 6 minutes and 5 seconds, then I would really appreciate that. So let's go ahead and get into the reading and let's see what the most important messages are for you and your person this holiday season. Okay, so the reading that you guys are about to see is my deluxe reading. So we're going to be doing a few different spreads, starting off with a comparison spread where we compare your energy and your person's energy and how that is affecting the connection right now on the mind, body, and soul level. Then we'll do a you and the other person spread, and we'll clarify how you're both thinking and feeling about each other, how you feel about the connection, and what the challenges are that you currently both need to work through in this current cycle that you're in. Then we'll move on to a oracle card spread, and we'll get the most important messages from the universe about your connection, what you need to know, and messages from your person, messages that they want to give you at this time. So let's go ahead and let's get started and let's see what the most important messages are for the holiday season. So this is going to apply to, you know, a variety of number of situations. If you're partnered, if you're single, if you're in communication, if you're not in communication, take the messages how they resonate. This is a general reading. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit, okay? All right. Most important messages, please. Okay. All right. So already I do feel a lightening when it comes to love and relationships. I feel that this year was it was a make it or break it year for a lot of relationships. Either people are walking out of 2020 stronger, or they're walking out of 2020 leaving a relationship behind. So you know, we'll see what comes up in the reading, but I do just feel a lightness altogether. So if you are moving forward with a relationship, I feel that in 2020, you dealt with a lot of the harder, more shadow aspects of this connection. And now either that has brought you and this person together and you're going to be growing together even more in 2021, or by addressing those shadow aspects of this connection, you're realizing that it's time to let this relationship go. So it's going to be two different groups here. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Seven of Swords. So with that, even with that being said, what you may have learned in 2020 is that you are one half of this connection. So you can't, you know, say, oh, you know, they're doing this and they're behaving this way and they're not doing that and they don't treat me right. You know, you have to be selfish in your relationship for the benefit of your relationship. So, you have to make sure that you're doing absolutely everything you can on your side of the connection to make sure that you're showing up in the best way possible. So that means addressing yourself from head to toe, addressing yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, and making sure you're a 10 out of 10 in every area before you start pointing the finger at your person. So I feel that, this holiday season, whether or not you're moving towards your partner or you're moving away from a partner, this holiday season, you both recognize that you've got to take care of yourself and that you've got to really, you're the only one that can really honestly evaluate yourself. And so this is about both of you. This card normally is a card about, hiding away and keeping secrets, but, you're the only one that knows the deepest, darkest aspects of yourself, right? Only you, nobody else. And so this is a great time to really honestly reflect on yourself. This is a great time to honestly look at yourself and see, and ask yourself, am I showing up the way I want to show up right now? Am I showing up 100%? Because quite honestly, if you are showing up 100%, if you're a 10 out of 10 in every single area, if someone's ghosting you, if someone's not giving you the attention you want, if someone is, dating another person, a 10 out of 10 person is not going to stand for that type of behavior. So if you are accepting that type of behavior from a partner, if you are allowing someone to cross your boundaries, if you're allowing someone to make you sad, if you're allowing someone to abuse you and use you, then you need to look at yourself. You need to look at what's going on within you and ask yourself, why am I allowing this to persist? Okay? So let's see what comes up here. This first row here is your energy. This outer row here is your person's energy, or your intended person's energy, or someone that's coming in. And this middle row is the connecting energy between the two of you. So in the mind space, we have the Mother of Wands, for you. We have the Lovers for them, which is beautiful. And we have the Empress between the two of you. So this is really, really beautiful energy. So, what I'm honestly getting right off the bat is that the more that you focus on yourself and your life and what you want to create, the more your person is attracted to you, because I feel that your person, they are very complementary to you. So to explain this quickly, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this point, but the person that you're intended to be with, the person that the universe intends for you to be with, is someone that is going to help you to grow, thrive, and survive life together with. And so, like I was talking about here, you have to make sure that you are doing everything you can on your side to show up the way that you need to show up. So by you getting really clear about what it is that you want to do with your life, what it is that you're passionate about, what it is that your mission is, what it is that you're focused on, that attracts your person to you, because now they can play the role that the universe has intended them to play in your life. So I feel very strongly for a lot of you. Of course, as we move into 2021, people have their New Year's intentions and they have their goals, or maybe you've already set your intentions with the winter solstice that we had at the beginning of this week, and you're very clear and you're very dead set on what it is that you want to do. And the Empress card here is a card about feminine energy. So there is a really big focus on the feminine energy of this connection, because I feel that in a way, or just the way it is, like you are definitely the creative person in this dynamic. You're the one that has the dreams and the ideas and the vision, and your person, they are more of the supportive person. So they are going to support you in whatever it is that you want to do, and that's their role. So if, for example, if you want to start a business, this person maybe has some skills where they can support you in starting your business. So maybe they can help you with your finances. Maybe they can help you to stay accountable. They can help you to have more structure in your life. They can help you to make sure that you do what you want to do, because the feminine energy, it's very creative and it's very imaginative and wild, but it's not always tamed. I feel that your person could be someone who's a little bit more tamed, and they are very keen, and they are very excited to see you grow. They want to see you grow, and they want to see you thrive. And that's how you know that this person really is your person, is if you tell them your wildest dreams and goals and desires, and they're on board and they want to be along for the ride with you, and they're willing to do whatever it is that they need to do to help you. That's a hallmark sign that this is a soulmate. This is someone who you're really intended to be with, and this is someone who's very important for your journey. So I love that we have the Empress card as the connecting energy between the two of you, because it means that you're creating something together, that you're coming together, and by you coming together, by your energies coming together, and more specifically, this being in the mental space with your minds coming together, that you can create something. So normally, when people see this card, they say, oh, this is a card about pregnancy and having babies together. And that could be true for some of you, but I feel more than anything, it's you guys are coming together and you're creating an idea, and you're going to be planting the seeds for that idea in the holiday season, or the months and kind of weeks around this time. And over the course of 2021 and in the coming years, you're going to be watching this seed sprout. So this is wonderful energy. This tells you that on the mental space, you guys are really on the same page. Not necessarily that you want to do the exact same thing, right? Like you might not be doing the exact same project or mission, but whatever it is, you're both very involved in this, and you're both very supportive and excited to see it grow. So let's see where you are in the heart space and the emotional space. So for you, we have the Father of Swords. For them, we have the Tower. Very interesting. The connecting energy between the two of you, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so I feel very strongly that you are so resolute in how you feel. You're so resolute in what it is that you want out of your life and what you want to experience this year in 2021. I feel that, you maybe have had a past couple of years. Obviously, 2020 was hard for everyone, but even before that, 2018, 2019, even back to 2017, depending on what's been going on in your chart, we've had a lot of hard-hitting energy, especially in the cardinal signs, especially for Capricorn. So those of you who are Capricorns, Libras, Cancers, and Aries, you maybe have had a pretty tough past couple of years. And I feel that those past couple of years, the intention has been to help you to really refine and help you to discover what it is that you really, really, really want in this life. I would not be surprised if over the past few years, many of you have completely changed your life and your lives are going in completely different directions than you ever imagined, or you've ended things that you never thought you would ended. Not surprised. And as a result of that, you have the Mother of Wands in your mind space. You know exactly what you want. You know what you desire. You know what's going to make you happy. And so in your heart space, you're not allowing anything or anyone to get in the way of what it is that you want and desire. No one. Like, you know what you want, you know how you feel, you're not going to be swayed, you're not going to be, persuaded into not doing what it is that you want to do. And this makes a lot of sense with just where the energy is now, being more in Aquarius, which has to do with our goals and our dreams and our desires. So for your person, they have the Tower in their heart space. So I am going to pull a clarifier here, but I just feel that this person has had a massive awakening. Massive awakening. They really, really, truly, what I kind of feel is that they were keeping all of their emotions bottled up, and the bottle has just broken, and the emotions are just everywhere. They're on the floor, and you can't put them back in the bottle. So that's kind of what I am feeling at this point when it comes to your person. Let's actually go ahead and we'll clarify with this deck. I'm going to leave the Seven of Swords out. But let's clarify the Tower for this person. Let's clarify the Tower. Okay. So a few more cards than I expected. We have the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We have the Father of Cups, the Magician, the Moon, and the Hanged Man. Wow, if that isn't a powerful set of cards there. You have two major arcana. Two major arcana. I'm going crazy. You have two major arcana and some heavy hitting cards here, two especially about emotions. You have two arcana and two heart cards here, and we're clarifying the heart space. So, with the Moon and the Father of Cups here, like I said, I feel like your person's emotions they've had a big breakthrough in the emotional department. I feel that, in my opinion, and I know this is very controversial, but I feel that 2020 was very necessary. It was a blessing in disguise. It exposed people. It exposed people to where they were really at, where they were really standing. We really see people's true colors with how they show up in times of crisis. And, I think for your person, the slowdown of 2020 and not being able to rely on their usual crutches force them to have to show up not only for other people but for themselves in a very different way, in a way that they've never seen valuable. Your person maybe traditionally is someone who's a bit more logical and who does things more by the book and is very linear and clear cut. But I feel like, this year they've had to really be more understanding to people and how people feel and what people are going through. And, I feel like lead people from their heart space, which is probably very weird and very counterintuitive to everything this person's ever known and everything that they've ever been taught. But it also has been very, very great for them as well. And, it showed them a different side of themselves. And in life, we can never stop learning about ourselves. We can never stop growing, and we can't, there's many different aspects of life. And when you over focus on one aspect of life, the other areas of your life, they kind of disintegrate or they don't get maintained. And I feel that this year, this person has really had to build up their emotional life and their emotional abilities and their emotional skills. And that has been like the most amazing thing for them. And I feel that this holiday season, they're really having a strong breakthrough, which it just feels so good. I feel so warm in my body and just so warm in my heart. And I think that this person is just, I don't know. I I just feel so warm. I can't describe it, but I just feel so warm. So they're showing up as the King of Cups and the Moon card. You could very well be dealing with the Pisces, or this is someone who has really evaluated their unconscious mind, their unconscious beliefs, their spiritual beliefs. Like they've really tapped into that this year, and they're coming out on top with the Father of Cups. So that is really, really nice to see. That's the Tower. This is an example of the Tower in a very positive light. So the Tower is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's a really good thing. So, I feel what your person has really understood as a result of all of this emotional healing work is, where they want to go, quite frankly, with the Two of Wands here. What's really important to them and what they really want to manifest in their life, which is excellent. But they also have learned that sometimes the best way to get what you want is just to surrender. Sometimes the best way to get what you want is just to surrender, to not try to figure everything out logically, and to allow the universe to just do its thing and understand that everything happens for a reason, and that sometimes we can't really logically explain that, but that the universe is always working in our favor. It's always doing things for us. And we don't always have to move that needle ourselves. We don't always have to push the box. We can sometimes just sit back and reflect. And that's actually sometimes just as powerful as charging ahead. So big, big, big emotional and spiritual breakthrough that this person is having. And I think that makes a lot of sense with what we're seeing here in the mind space, because this person is realizing that the best way they can support you is just by loving you, right? Like the best way they can support you is just by loving you. And it's probably so counterintuitive to this person and what they normally do and what they normally believe, but it really is the best thing to do. It's the best thing to do. So that's beautiful. So I feel like this person is like very supportive of you right now. Let's look at the soul space here. We've got the Devil card in your soul. Okay, so I just want to say this while I've got this out. Look at your row. Mother of Wands, Father of Swords, Devil card. Like, you are ramped up, you're charged up, you're ready to do what you have set out to do. Point blank period. Like, you're all about it. You're like unstoppable. You're unshakable at this point in time. I didn't touch on the Ace of Wands between the two of you. I do feel that, because I kind of feel like you have these new personas. I feel that your person is really playing this more like Father of Cups, emotional, how can I say it? They're coming from this more emotionally mature place. They have like a deeper understanding of like, they have their own emotions and you have your own emotions, and it's okay if you have differing emotions, and it's okay to just let people feel their emotions and be who they are type of thing. And you're kind of like, I know where I stand sort of thing. So I feel like this person is just having to be understanding. So I just feel like this Ace of Wands is saying there's just kind of this new energy between the two of you. So anyhow, getting back to this, yeah, I feel like this holiday season and the kind of energy that you're bringing into 2021 is this energy of, I know what I want, I know myself, and I'm obsessed with making my dreams a reality. And we have Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn rules Capricorn. This is the Capricorn card here, okay? In the sign of Aquarius, the house of our dreams, goals, desires, our community, and our network. So you know exactly what you want. You know exactly what's going to make you happy. You have a vision and a plan for your life. you're set to it, you're committed to it, and then you have this Capricorn energy saying, okay, if this is what you want, these are the steps you're going to have to take. So I feel like you're okay with that. Like, I feel like you're like, okay, all right, if this is what it takes to get what I want, I'm all about it. So I think, a lot of times the devil card gets a bad reputation for being like negative and addictions, but no, it's just about being so dialed in, so focused on what it is that you want that nothing can get you off of it. Okay, that Capricorn stubbornness. Let's see what your person's got here. Look at that, the 10 of Cups. Your person they're just, and I think, I don't remember what reading this was. You guys will know. But there was a reading we did recently where your person was just in this high vibe. I think it was my 2021 year ahead reading, but yeah, I feel like your person has really come such a long way. They've climbed such a high mountain, and they've gained so much from the journey, and this definitely could be physical gain. So right now, your person could be experiencing some financial gains from the hard work they've done, but more than all, this is in the soul space. They've gained so much as a spirit, right? Like, it's kind of like, it's intangible. Like, they can't really put a quantity on what they've gained, but they've just become so much richer in wisdom. They've become richer in spirit, right? Like, they're just a more evolved soul. And that in itself is abundance. Like, they're spiritually abundant right now. Like, they're overjoyed and they're happy, and that happiness doesn't come from outside of themselves. So, like I said, they could be definitely experiencing material abundance and wealth right now, but that doesn't make them happy. What makes them happy is the person that they've had to become to obtain that wealth. That's what makes them happy. They're happy about all the ups and downs and the journey that life has taken them on to get them to this point. And now they can really experience true joy and true happiness from the soul, which is just unlike anything else. And so the connecting energy between the two of you, we have the Father of Wands. So there's so much passion in this reading. Like, you and this person are just literally on fire walking into 2021, like, ready to support each other in any way, shape, or form, ready to allow each other to shine in any way that you so choose to do, ready to allow each other to be whoever you want to be. Like, it's like love at its truest, purest form. It's just really allowing each other to be, do, and act in any way you need to express your soul's desire, your soul purpose, and your soul mission. So it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's switch gears. Let's jump into our next reading. So I'm looking at the timer now, and it's currently 3:33. So if you'd like to timestamp the second part of the reading, you are more than welcome to do that. So let's really get into the nitty-gritty here. Let's see what's going on for you on a more micro level, how you're really thinking and feeling about each other and the connection, and what you currently both need to heal at this time. So the macro level looks really good. The big picture of what's going on between you all looks really good. So let's see kind of the micro level here. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll cut the cards. Okay, so in your person's overall energy, look at that. 10 of Cups. Ten of Cups. Like, they have the Ten of Pentacles in their soul. They have the Ten of Cups in their overall. Like, this person is just, they're walking on cloud nine right now. They are so happy and so abundant, and that is just so beautiful when anyone achieves a level 10. And the fact that your person has this in two areas of life is just amazing. This means that your person is really, 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 truly, genuinely happy. So that's amazing. And how they're thinking about you, we have the Four of Coins here. Very interesting. And how they are feeling about you, we have the Sun. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. How they feel about the connection, we have the Knight of Coins. So there's definitely an offer coming through here towards you, or they're sharing some of their wealth and their abundance with you. However, what they need to work on in the cycle is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so what I'm already getting from your person is that they are really happy. I feel like they've accomplished something they've been working on for a very long time, or they're just sitting in a really good life position. Like, they're in a position in life where everything is really lining up, everything is in place, it's in sync, it's almost like very fated and very destined. And even though they've put in a lot of hard work to get where they are, it's almost like they know. They may not be able to explain it, but they know that the universe, God, something bigger than themselves has been helping them along the way. Like, they know that. My heater just turned on. It's a very cold winter day here in Florida, which does not happen very often. So if you guys hear my heater kick on and off, that's what that is. But anyways, yeah, it's like, they have really come such a long way, and they've overcome so many things, and they can really look back and be proud of themselves, proud of the journey. They're just proud. It's so hard to explain. It feels so good. Like I said, I just feel this warmth coming from them, and obviously they have the Sun and how they feel about you in their heart space. So yeah, they're definitely directing lots of warmth towards you as well. And with the Knight of Coins, you're certainly going to benefit from everything they've been through mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially. You're going to benefit from that as well. They want to share it with you. But the challenge is the Queen of Cups here in their challenge position. I do feel that, in pursuit of whatever it is that they've been trying to get, they maybe have neglected you with the Four of Coins here and how they're thinking about you. They maybe have neglected you in some sort of way, and so they've kind of got to go back and do a little bit of mending and nurturing there. So we'll talk about that as we move forward. In your overall energy, you have the Five of Cups here. So yeah, I think that in the pursuit of this person getting what they've wanted to get, they've kind of maybe left you out of the process. They've left you out of the journey. And so you maybe kind of feeling that, or this could be, you maybe are not experiencing that same level, that same high that they're having. And you're kind of feeling, you're still reflecting on the past in some way, shape, or form. So we'll get into that. But how you're thinking about them, we have the Judgment card here. How you're feeling about them, we have the Hierophant here, which is actually really nice. How you're thinking about this connection, we have the Fountain card, which I'd love to see come out for you. And your challenge and what you need to heal is the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I already see what's going on here. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Chariot. All right, so this is what's going on here. This is what's happening in this scenario. I feel very strongly that your person has been on a very spiritual journey over whatever period of time. It feels very long to me. It feels like maybe over the course of like months. We have 10 here, could have been 10 months, could have been 4 years, maybe. Or they've been working on something for 10 months, they've been working on something for 4 years. And now they're finally achieving their goal. And this is not just, oh, a little goal like, oh, I want to save $1,000. Like, it's nothing minute like that. Like, it's like a big life goal this person has had, maybe since they were a child. Maybe it's a childhood dream that they've had, or they've reached a new level in life. They've reached new heights in life that they have worked day in and day out for. I feel like this is someone who's worked for everything in their life. They've never been handed anything. And the fact that they've been able to achieve this now is just, it's shattering it's that tower energy. It's shattering the way they think about themselves, the way they think about life. Because they've been divinely guided. So I feel that this person, like, they did everything they could on their own. But then at a point in the journey, like, they kind of had to surrender and let go and just let God and, like, let that guide them through the last bit of the journey. And they realized, okay, wow. Like, wow. That was wild. That was crazy. They maybe didn't know how things were going to happen at some points in time, but it just happened. Life moved them. Life happened for them, and they are just like, wow, life is incredible. The universe is incredible. God is incredible. Like, they are just blown away. Okay, I can't express that enough. However, in pursuit of that goal, in the process of this spiritual journey that they've been on, I feel very strongly that they have left you out in the journey, not intentionally, but that's what the journey called for. Like, there were parts of their journey that they just had to experience by themselves. They couldn't explain it. They probably couldn't. And I don't think this is personal to you. And I know that I'm guilty. We can tend to take people's silence or absence very personally. But most of the time, it's really not. It's just that people are going through certain things in their life. God has other priorities for them at that point in their life and things that they need to do and they need to focus on in that season of their life. And that's exactly what I feel has happened here, is that, this person has been going on a divinely guided, experience, and you kind of haven't been a part of that. You've been maybe watching on the outside, or you kind of haven't really been, in the inner circle knowing what's going on with this person. And that can make you feel very, like, left out in a sense. But in the way with the Five of Cups, I feel like you're kind of realizing the past is the past. Like, what happened. Like, it is what it is. Because I always point this out with the Five of Cups. There's 3 cups spilled. If the cups are spilled, it already happened. You can't go back. Like, the past happened. It is what it is. You can't fix it. You can't change it. It just is what it is. But right behind this person is the 2 of Cups. And that's what I feel here. It's like, if you can kind of just understand that this person was going through a moment in their life, a divinely guided moment that just was more important than you, and they didn't have time to really explain it to you, they couldn't bring you along for that. If you can kind of just understand that, the 2 of Cups is right around the corner. And I've been saying this, if you've watched my 2021 readings or even my recent readings, like, I really do feel like marriage is right around the corner for a lot of you, because your people have gone through their awakening, right? So, like, you're both awakened, you're both very clear about what it is that you need to do, and you both understand that, like, you are each other's people. And yeah, like, as soon as you can just understand that everyone has to go through their own journey and everyone has their own process, and it's not personal, and sometimes people fall away and people come back. Like, that's just life, and it just is the way it is. You can experience a lot of love in your life. You can experience a lot of love and a lot of abundance and a lot of joy in your life if you can just understand that fact. So, with the Four of Cups and how they're thinking about you, I feel like this person knows that they maybe have been very distant and pulled away during this process. It's all been for a good reason, right? And like, at the end of the day, this person definitely doesn't regret that. I will tell you that straight up. This person does not regret doing anything that they did or any of the sacrifices they had to make because of where it led them now. They don't regret that at all. But they do recognize that they maybe have kind of kept you in the dark, kept you in the cold, not giving you everything that maybe they've wanted to, or maybe that everything that you've deserved. And so in the way you're thinking about them, you have the Judgment card here. And I feel that you're kind of just coming to a point where it's like, okay, it is what it is, but where do we go from here? Like, what happens next? And that's where I tie back to what I said in the beginning. 2020 is either a point in time where you and this person are going to continue to grow together, or you're going to grow apart, or you've grown apart, and you're going to be releasing each other in 2020. So that's what's happening now. Either the past is too hard to bear and you can't get past it and you cannot move forward with this person, or you can. And that's kind of a choice you have to make during this holiday season. Am I on this person's team or am I not? Can I get behind this person even though it's been hard, even though it's been challenging? Do I want to be aligned with this person or do I not? And that's a choice and a decision that you're going to have to make. So with how you're feeling about each other, they have the Sun and you have the Hierophant. So, if you kind of see both these cards have like rays illuminating off of them, and the Sun is probably the most positive card you can get in the feeling position, in my opinion, because it just means that you have nothing but love. Like, at the end of the day, this person has nothing but love for you. Like, they really do have this like childlike admiration towards you. Like, you're kind of a person that they feel can do no wrong, in a sense, like kind of like a child and a parent. Like, your parents are always right, they can do no wrong. Like, this person kind of feels that way about you. Like, no matter what you do, no matter how you act, no matter what you say, like, this person always honors you, they always respect you, they always care about you, and like, they know that you could be mad at them. They know you could be pissed at them. You know that you could be kind of sad about how things have went, but like, they still have nothing but love for you. Like, nothing but absolute love. And so how you're feeling about them with the Hierophant, I feel that this is you kind of seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things from your higher mind. But also, I do feel that this is you wanting to be a little bit more traditional in how you go about expressing this love to each other. So the Hierophant is the card of, doing things by the book and following like the words of the wise. And I do feel that you have a very like set way that you feel love should go. Like, you're like, we should be friends first, and then we should date, and then we should, get engaged and get married. Like, you have a very like traditional idea about relationships, and that's what you want to follow. And how this person's feeling about you with the Knight of Coins, I feel that this is them, or I'm sorry, how they're feeling about the connection. I feel like this is them giving you that next step in that chain. So wherever you are with this person, if you're currently friends with this person, maybe this is where now you and this person go into an exclusive relationship with each other, where you commit to say, we're only going to date each other. We are going to, commit. Because I feel like from the first read, it's like you both have these goals, And it's like, you want to support each other in those goals. And I feel like here, this is like you kind of saying like, I'll support you in your goals, but you have to give me commitment. Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling. And I feel like this person has no problem doing that. Like, they understand that you're their person, and they're like, okay, this is my person. I'm going to commit to this person because I love them. And if this is what makes them happy and this is the path they want to take, cool. Like, I'm going to take that route. So I kind of feel that that's what's happening. Or if you're already in a relationship with this person, this could be where you and this person take the next step and decide to walk towards a path of marriage and get engaged and start living that life together. If you're already engaged now, I feel like this is where you and this person go ahead and start planning that wedding. Or if you're already married, I feel like this is the point where you really, I feel like this is you committing to building something together. So committing to building a business together, committing to building a family together, committing to building a house together, something. You're taking both of your ideas and you're bringing them together to create something bigger than yourself. So I definitely feel that this is happening, but I feel that it's definitely initiated by your partner, because in how you're feeling about the connection, you have the Fountain card. And I'm actually really happy to see the Fountain card come out in this specific position for you, because this is a card about just letting things be and letting what happens be. And I think the big thing that you're releasing and letting go here, because that is in your challenge position here, or what you need to heal position, I feel that the big thing that you're healing and letting go with this connection is you're just letting it be whatever it is. Like, whatever is meant to be is meant to be. Like, that's your standpoint on it. Like, if this person is, working on their dreams and they're too busy for me, fine, that's fine. It just is the way it is. You're not going to force it. You're not going to try and change it. You're not going to get upset about it. You're not going to cry about it. You're just going to let it be whatever it is. And however it progresses, it progresses. I definitely feel like this is you taking a more feminine approach to this connection as opposed to a more masculine one, which your partner seems to be taking on that role. Like, this is you just kind of like, whatever, I'm going to do me and I'm going to live my life and I'm going to be happy and do what's right for me regardless of what this other person is doing. And that likely is the key that opens up this next level of this connection, because if you have been focused on the past and you've been focused on what has happened and what hasn't happened, and maybe any distance or miscommunication or lack of communication that has been going on between you and this person, at this point you're saying, it just is what it is, right? Like, I know right? You know what you want, you know how you feel, and it's like, either this person is it or they're not. Like, it's very black and white in your eyes, and it's like, this person's communicating me, either they're communicating with me or they're not, right? Either they're showing up for me or they're not. And if they're not doing what it is that I need, that's fine. Best of luck, peace, love, and blessings to them. But I'm going to do what's right for me. And I feel that as you make that choice and that decision for yourself, boom, this person comes forward and gives you exactly what it is that you want. So it feels very beautiful here. In what it is that you both need to heal. I do feel that in a sense, it's kind of like you're finally giving each other what it is that you ultimately wanted. So I feel that you have wanted more emotional depth and more emotional realism and more emotional availability from this person the whole time. And that may be what's been lacking the whole time. And you've been wanting and desiring this from this person. And then I think you get to a point now where you're just like, you know what? If this person is emotionally unavailable and they can't give me what I want, then that's just the way it is. That's just how they are. And you're kind of just like letting go of wishing and hoping that someone will change, or wishing or hoping that someone will give you what you want. Just kind of understanding that people are who they are, and they could be who they are because that's who God intends them to be. And that's, it's not in your control to make someone who you want them to be. Like, they are who they are and you are who you are. And that's just that. So I think that's kind of what you're letting go of here as we leave 2020, of, just understanding that people are who they are. and they're at where they're at on their journey because that's where they're at. So there's always a lot of talk of people saying, oh, my person's unawakened and they don't know what's going on and they're clueless to our love. And it's like, well, yeah, maybe, but that's just where they are, right? And if this person is really your love or your soulmate or your twin flame or whatever title you want to use, like, you got to just let them be who they are. Like, let them be who they are and you be who you are. Like, that's that. So yeah, I think that that's something that your person has kind of wanted, a point where your person has wanted you to get to, right? So what I hope you guys are understanding here is that you and your person are on your own journeys, right? Like, you're on your own journeys. You're at where you're at in your development because that's just where you're at. Like, you can't take a third grader and give him college level material if that's not where they're at, right? They got to go through all the steps. And so that's what's basically happening here, is that you're just honoring each other where you're at in the journey. But the coincidence is, as you start to accept and honor each other for exactly where you are, it's like you both get the understanding that you need. So though it's in the healing position, I do feel that it is, resolving by what we saw in the first spread, by surrendering, by really knowing what it is that you want for your specific life. That really opens the connection up. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. I didn't talk about this yet, but this is about moving forward, even though things aren't perfect. So, you both might not necessarily be where you want to be in life, or things may not necessarily be set up the way you want them idealized, but you're still going to keep moving forward. Look at that. The World and the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck as well. So I definitely think that, you both know exactly what it is that you want for yourselves and for this connection. And I do strongly feel that things are moving forward in this connection very, very quickly in this next year. Just because you're both so determined. So that, I'm really excited to see what happens there. So let's see what you can both expect from each other in this next cycle and how this ultimately works out and pans out. So in their action position, we have the Page of Coins. So definitely expect this person to come towards you. In the cards that I see coming towards you, we do have the Page and the Knight. So don't expect a huge grand gesture right away, but it is going to be like slow and gradual, but it's going to be real, genuine, and honest at the same time. So slow and steady wins the race, okay? So for you in your action position, we have that Ace of Wands that we saw in the center of the first spread. So for you, it's just about going after your goals like that. I want to say that what really attracts this person to you is the fact that you're someone who knows what you want and you go after it. They really admire and desire that quality of yourself. So I know that the past couple of years, it's been very hard to maybe achieve the goal that you have for yourself, just because the way things have been in the world and astrologically. But I do feel that opportunities are opening up. And so, if you take this opportunity and you're ready to go, like, that draws your person back like a magnet, okay? In the outcome of this connection, or in this cycle of this connection, we have the Temperance card. I love this card. This is the card of Sagittarius. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or someone who has their Venus in Sagittarius, or you could have your Venus in Sagittarius. You could be a couple who really likes to, who has very high ideals about things, who has a lot of philosophies about things, who enjoys higher education and travel. That's something you could be doing. You could be traveling together in Sagittarius season this year. That would be November, December. But ultimately, what I want to say here, because again, sorry, I do see a lot of cards of travel and movement. So you guys could be moving somewhere in the month of November, just throwing that out there. But anyways, I feel that ultimately this is the healing of this connection on its deepest level. So, when you met this person, you could have identified in each other like, okay, whoa, like this is someone who is really special, someone who I see a ton of potential in, someone who I can see myself doing XYZ with. And you could have seen that in each other. But the reality, right, because the Sagittarius is not always like grounded in reality. Like sometimes it's like, again, it's the higher mind. It's a very idealistic house. It's ruled by Jupiter. So it's a very anyways, it's a very idealistic house, basically, a very optimistic house. And so on that high level, it's like, yes, like this person's amazing. This person is everything. This person is perfect. But on that real level, that Gemini, that day-to-day level, there could be a lot of things, or could have been a lot of things that you both really needed to work out in your day-to-day individual lives to come together harmoniously. So I feel that you've kind of gone in and healed those things now. You've healed them together, or you're continuing to heal them, and that's just slowly bringing you both together. So, in my opinion, if this reading has been resonating with you and you're still listening to this reading, I definitely do feel that this is a connection that has a strong probability of really surviving in 2021 and beyond. And this is a really great pairing of people. Like truly, both people in this pairing are wonderful. So let's go ahead and let's dive into our final spread. This is our Oracle spread here. And we're going to see what the most important messages are for you and this connection. So, most important message for this connection, please. What do both people in this connection need to know at this time? What message does the universe have for both people in this connection? So, we have the full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. So, I strongly feel that a huge chapter, not only in your individual lives, but in this connection is coming to a conclusion. Things are coming to a culmination point where you're finally going to understand why you went through everything you went through. Especially those of you who have maybe been in a separation phase from your partner, or who have grown distant from your partner, yet have been on this very spiritual journey. I feel like answers are coming, and you're both going to understand, okay, wow, this is why we met in the way we did, and this is why we connected over the things we did, and this is why we felt the way we did, and this is the purpose, and this is the true meaning and the reason for all of it. And I just feel like everything that you've been through is going to not just make sense, but it's also going to what is the word I want to use? Like it was all worth it. Like it was all worth it. It's like everything pays off. And I feel that that's what your person is more excited about. They're excited that everything has paid off in the end. And you can definitely learn a lot from them in the way that they are going about this, because they, in comparison to you, I feel that they're just more optimistic. They're seeing things a little bit more optimistically. You're seeing, in my opinion, I think from the reading, it seems like you're seeing things more pessimistically. Like you're kind of thinking like, oh, why did we have to go through all of that? Like it didn't have to be that hard. Like it didn't have to be such a struggle. We could have just communicated along the way and supported each other along the way of our spiritual journeys. But, I feel that the universe's intention was to have you both grow and strengthen as individuals and then to be able to come back now and share your journeys and share what you've learned and possibly take the learnings from your journeys to help each other and help others. So it just feels like I said, like everything's coming together, everything's making sense, and I think 2021 is going to be a fabulous year for this pairing. So let's see what the most important message is for you. What is the most important message from Spirit for the person watching this video? What is the message that they need to know at this time in regards to this connection? So look at that. We have your hard work is paying off. So yeah, I'm not going to lie. Like, I know that the past couple of years have been very difficult, have been very challenging, have been very emotionally taxing and very mentally draining and spiritually just, I know, I get it. I totally understand. We had all of that energy in Capricorn over the past couple of years that has now finally left Capricorn. And everything you've been through is paying off, right? This really falls in line with conclusions are within reach. It's like you're finally understanding why you had to go through everything you had to go through. And you're also going to find moving forward that the lessons that you've learned or the experiences that you have are actually going to help you in this next chapter of your life. And had you not gone through what you've been through, you wouldn't be ready for the next chapter. So you can kind of look back at your journey as kind of like a prerequisite for what you're about to go through. So that's just kind of how life works. It works in seasons, it works in progressions, it works in cycles, and you always get what you need in the cycle before. So it's important to be present and show up and learn your lessons as they're going on. All right. So let's see what the most important message is for your person. Oh my gosh, too many messages there, but obviously there are a ton of messages for them. So most important message. Okay. 2 messages, 2 cards have come up, and this is so beautiful. Oh my God. I love that this is coming out for this person because it falls in line with everything we've been talking about. So they got you are good enough and believe in the impossible. Like, I could literally almost cry right now for this person because I can only imagine the level of faith that they've had to have to get through this year. Like, I strongly feel that this is someone who maybe isn't necessarily spiritual, doesn't really like know much about spirituality, but they have, I don't want to say been like pushed into a corner because that's not really what it is. I feel like they have had a recognition that life is not that hard. Not that it's not hard, but they felt like they had no support. They didn't realize that all the experiences in their life and all of the hardships in their life and all of the challenges in their life were not just because life sucks and life is hard. It's always been that there's always been a higher power trying to help them to be better. You know, it's always been that everything that you've been through has been to help them. And I think they're finally understanding that it hasn't all been in vain. It hasn't all been in vain. It's all been for a purpose. And I feel that your person is finally realizing, like, oh my gosh, like, every hardship I've been through has not been for nothing. And they're finally seeing, I mean, this feels like a lifetime. You know, I feel like your person has maybe had a hard childhood and they've had hard teen years and a hard adult life, and they've had so many negative experiences in their life that have really molded them and really shaped them. And they just thought, this is just it. My life just sucks. My life's a joke. It just is what it is. Nothing good happens. That's just my life. And maybe to the point where this person has been like depressed or suicidal or, whatever, because they've just thought like, life is so hard. And now they're realizing like, no, it's all been for a purpose, and that everything really pays off. I feel like your person is getting, it's like they're getting a payoff, the payoff of their life, like of their lifetime. Like, again, I definitely feel that this could be financial or material. It could be, but I also feel that it's spiritually, like spiritually. And I almost feel that because of what this person's been through and the life they have had, and now the spiritual awakening and spiritual experience and journey they've been on, that they're going to now want to help other people on their journey, and they're going to want to inspire people who were just like them to know that life gets better and things get easier, and life is not always as hard, and to help people along their journey. So, I feel very strongly that you and your person definitely could be coming together to create a like a platform or a business or a community or a program or something where you share your experience and your knowledge to benefit and help other people. Like, I strongly feel that that's something that you are doing, but it's only as a result of going through the hardships yourself, you see? So that's why they're like, oh, I had to go through everything to be able to be this person, to be this wise person. And it's like everything's clicking now. All the light bulbs are turning on now. And it's so amazing. And now they can kind of just kick back, sit back, and enjoy life a little bit more. And so that is like just so incredible. I'm extremely proud and happy for this person, just as extremely as proud and happy as they are for themselves. So I say all this to say, believe in the impossible really is, I wouldn't be surprised if this person got a tattoo, that says something like this, because this is something they believe, not because it's just like a saying you should believe in, but something because they've deeply experienced it themselves. Like, they truly do now believe in the impossible, and they know that the impossible is possible. So there's no barrier or challenge that life can throw at this person anymore that's going to bring them down ever again. As hard as life gets, they know they can do it. And so the other message that came out for them was, you are good enough. And so this person maybe has dealt with a lot of self-worth issues. They've dealt with a lot of insecurity. They've dealt with a lot of, self-doubt. Yeah, just unworthiness, thinking that things are pointless, being very pessimistic, being very cynical. Just not feeling like anything really matters. I feel that this person has been to those depths. And now they're realizing again that everything that they thought was kind of not really true in a sense, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing they're coming to this realization, because, they could have been manifesting situations in their life where these things were continuing to be highlighted for them. This unworthiness, this rejection, this doubt. They maybe have just kept manifesting situations like this, and they're realizing, you know what? Like, I'm better than this. I'm more than this. I'm greater. I have more ability than this. I can do and be more than I have ever imagined for myself. And so that's allowing them to experience this new level of abundance, because they're like, again, they believe in the impossible more. They've seen this happen. And so they have maybe thought, because of how hard life has been for them, that there's something wrong with them. And that's shaken their confidence a bit. But now they're realizing that, no, they've always been in the right place at the right time. They've always been qualified for anything, any opportunity that has come up for them. They've always been worthy, but now they finally see it for themselves. So it's just like it's a gorgeous energy. And I feel like it's just very contagious, you know? So I'm thrilled for this person. So we're going to grab some messages from them to you, what they would want to tell you. You know, either these are things that they want to tell you themselves or things that their higher self wants to tell you. So let's see what those messages are, what they would want to say to you at this point. All right, so most important messages from the person who's watching this video, from their person. What do they want to tell them? What guidance do they have for them? What messages do they have for them? What do they want them to know and hear? I think I'm going to do a couple cards from this deck, and I'm also going to go to the Romance Angels deck as well. I'm feeling called to go that direction as well. So we'll see if there's any messages here. If there are any messages from this deck for the person watching this video. Okay. Yeah, that is so beautiful. Okay, so this person wants to tell you, show the world the real you. So I love this message from this person because it's a very encouraging message. It's an inspiring message. I think that this person knows the real you. Either you have shown this person the real you, or they just kind of see you. Like, this is a person, and you may feel the same way about them, but like, you just see each other, like, not the facade, not the mask that you wear for the world. Like, you see each other on the realest, deepest soul level, and they're like, let that person come out. Like, let the person that you are with me come out. Be that person. Show the world who you really are. Don't be afraid to be your truest and realest self. Like, that's what they want to tell you. Like, because again, like I said in the beginning, this person is most attracted to you when you're being yourself. Like, the Queen of Wands is about being yourself, not caring what people think, not caring how people perceive you, just like doing your own thing and making your own things happen in your life freely, without reservations. And this person is like, yeah, be that person. Like, be that person. Don't hold back. Don't make yourself smaller than you are. Don't keep yourself in stupid situations that you know are not you. Like, don't compromise yourself for anybody. And this person could be saying this from a position of experience, because perhaps they have done this. Perhaps they have put themselves in a box. Perhaps they have compromised themselves in order to fit in. And they're like, don't fit in. Don't feel like you have to fit in. You can stand out. That's okay. Like, you don't have to be like everyone else. You don't have to fit into the crowd. You can march to the beat of your own drum, and that's okay. And it doesn't matter what people say about you. That's none of your business. Like, what their opinions and thoughts of you are their opinions and thoughts, and they don't define you. So they're kind of just like, forget everyone else and do your thing. So that's I think a really beautiful message from them. Okay. I'm going to switch to the Romance Angels deck now. And we're going to see what messages come from them from this deck. So what messages do they want you to know from this deck here? Okay, so perfect. 2 messages. So the first message this person has is wedding. So yeah, I feel very strongly, again, not just because of this reading, not because I like to blow rainbows around. You guys know I don't like to do that. I just read the cards how I see it, but I feel so strongly, so strongly. This person, you're going to marry this person. Like, you're going to marry them. They're going to ask you to marry them. And this is because they have come to recognize and realize, even if they did not recognize and realize this when they first met you, but they have come to understand that you are their true life partner, that you are the best person to do life with. Any way they cut it, any way they look at it, any way they, think about this, everything always comes back to you. And so they know that if they were to go in another direction in life, that they're always going to think about you. They're always going to wonder about you. They're always going to dream about you. They're always going to want to know what you're doing and what you're up to. And I feel like this person is someone that's never stopped thinking about you from the moment that they met you. And so they know you're their marriage partner. They have 100% confidence that if they married you, that a couple of things. One, they know that life will be richer with you in it, right? So they have found their wholeness. And that's so important. They have found their wholeness. They know who they are. They know who they are. They know what they want. They know all of that. Like, they know where they're going in this life. Like, this is someone that can hold themselves up on their own. Trust me. This is someone that does not need you. But they want you. And they want you badly. Like, they really, really, really want you in their life. They could be with anyone, right? Anyone could be with anyone. That's like a huge misconception. Like, people are like, you have to be with your soulmate. There's only one person. You have to be with your twin flame. And like, that's so not true. Like, that's so not true. We see people all the time marrying people who they're not compatible with, and they have a life together and they have children together, but it doesn't mean they were meant to be together. You could really be with anyone. You could make it work with anyone. You could have a relationship with anybody. But lucky are the ones who really do find that person who is their true soulmate, that really resonates with them on all levels, and who is willing to ride or die for them through every season of life, because there's going to be seasons, right? I feel like this is someone who's already calculated for that. They've already realized that there's going to be ups and downs, and they're like, okay, we're going to get through it, right? This person has confidence in themselves now that they can get through anything. So they know with you, that's like, 3x, 10x, 100x, they know that together you could definitely get through anything in life. And so they feel confident. Not everyone walks into their wedding or into their marriage confident, right? Some people are scared, shaky, they're rocky, they don't know what's going to happen. This is a person you marry, and they're confident. They're like, no, this is my girl. Like, that's my guy. Like, this is it. We're ride or die. Like, we're going to go to the top. We're going to do this thing. We're going to, go out with a bang. This is the person that really is like for you. This is someone you marry, and they're committed. They're loyal. They're not going anywhere, right? Because they know they're not going to get the high quality love anywhere else. So yeah, they're so confident. So it's not just, they want to marry you. It's like, no, this person is confident that you are their person. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, let's see what the final message is from them. We have unrequited love. So I feel that this doesn't have to do with your connection. This has to do more with the life that you're living. So again, going back to the show the world the real you card, I feel that the life you're living now, right? Your day-to-day life, whether this person's a part of it or not, doesn't matter. Because you're such a nice person, and because you're such a good person, because you're such a genuine person, you tend to go into experiences and give your all and be your all and show up for people who don't necessarily feel the same way about you as you feel about them. And so you could be someone who overextends themselves, who, you know, just throwing it out there, could be more of a people-pleasing energy where you're going to do your best because you want people to love you, you want people to respect you, you want people to admire you. However, I feel that there is certain aspects of your life, and that's going to be different for everyone, right? There are certain aspects of your life or people in your life or scenarios or relationships in your life where it feels like the balance is off because the love is unrequited, or the level of love or level of effort or passion or energy that you put into something is not the same energy that you get out. So this is a message from this person to kind of say, like, hey, you know, you are putting all of your energy and effort into XYZ, but XYZ is not giving you the same energy and effort. So again, this is kind of like a pep talk message I feel this person's trying to give you. And I think this pairs with the show the world the real you, because I think if you show the world the real you and you're your honest self, you're going to honestly see who's with you and who's not with you. You're going to see who's for you and who's against you. And that's valuable information, especially as you build your dream and your goals and your desires. You want to know who's really on your team and who's really not. You want to know who's got your back and who really doesn't. And this person is saying that they feel and their feelings that they have developed, and this could be from personal experience. They could have went through a very similar scenario, a very similar situation as you, which would not shock me, where they put their all and put all their energy and effort and put all their eggs in a basket, that when push came to shove, that entity did not have their back. That person did not have their back. That family member, that job, that business partnership, whatever for your situation, did not have their back or did not show the same level of love, and they got, I don't want to say burned. I don't think burn's the right word, but they learned a valuable lesson. So I think this person is kind of saying, like, because the thing is like people who are people pleasers or things like that, you know, can feel guilty for taking care of yourself. You feel guilty for taking a day off. You feel guilty for not showing up 100%. You feel guilty when you don't put in your fullest effort. You know, you feel guilty. Don't feel guilty for taking care of yourself is basically what this person is trying to say. Like, don't feel guilty for doing what you need to do, because I do feel for a lot of you, you have an idea or a passion or a mission that you're on, and you're going to have to give up and sacrifice pieces of your life right now, which it was a big theme in my year ahead reading, is sacrificing to get something else. Yeah, I do feel that you are going to have to give up and sacrifice a lot in your life to be able to really have what it is that you want. So don't be afraid to push the box. Like I said, don't be afraid to push the envelope, maybe, I think is more what I want to say. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to walk away from things and people that don't serve you. Like, don't be afraid to do that, because yeah, I just feel like there's a scenario in your life that maybe is important to you. You place a lot of importance in it, but it really doesn't, they really don't see you as important as you are to them. So just something to keep in mind, something to be mindful of, something to think about, but they recognize that this is definitely happening in your life, and they kind of want to just give you a little loving advice. So I think that's so beautiful. Honestly, this whole reading was beautiful. I feel this holiday season is going to be very beautiful, a very nice conclusion to a very strange year. And I think we're walking into a wonderful, fabulous, amazing year. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I know it was long, but again, I like to give my heart, soul, energy and effort into everything that I do. And yeah, again, If you're interested in my coaching programs, or getting a reading with me, or just having a one-on-one phone session with me, all of that is 25% or $20 off today. Check out my website. I will talk to y'all very soon. If I don't post another reading before the end of the year, then Happy New Year's, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.